From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is Roz and Mocha.
it's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
It's amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Are you wearing your rock hat to torture me today?
No, why? No.
Because it's 1 week?
No, I swear.
No, you swear?
No, because it just matches with the
So,
with the sweater I'm wearing
So
today.
I was reminded so many times that today was the 1 week anniversary of when it was Mocha's birthday, and Mocha thought that that the rock was going to come in, and then Mocha told this story about how he brought in all his rock gear and that how he got a haircut, but he couldn't want to go to a salon, so he actually had a man come over to his garage and cut his hair in the garage.
Yeah.
And then we all felt terrible for that, so, right? And then and you had said afterwards, guys, I only said that like as a joke, but we really all did feel incredibly terrible. And first of all, how's your haircut?
That's fine.
I should ask. Catherine made sure that I asked about your haircut one
My
week
hair's
later.
fine. Yeah.
Your hair is fine?
Yeah, it
Okay.
had been years since I've walked in here without wearing a hat.
I
and then
know.
Last week, I didn't have my hat on.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I just went back to the hat.
Right. Okay.
But the hair's growing back nicely.
So
I'll need another cut in like a month.
So when you told that story, like that story hit people and that story went far. I've been hearing nothing for a week other than how you thought The Rock was coming in here and you got a haircut and how terrible people feel for you.
Oh, please don't. No, it's fine.
I know,
though. It's fine.
I know. No, I know. And then
Like, I don't feel any ways about it, right?
I know you don't feel any ways, but that doesn't mean that we all don't feel ways. And that story, the haircut in the garage story, because you thought you were going to get to meet The Rock, went far.
No, it
okay,
didn't.
bro, you have no idea how far that story went. Like, legit how far that story went.
What are you talking about?
What?
So here, I'm going to hand you my phone right now, Mocha.
Uh-huh.
I want you to turn it around, and I want you to hit play.
Okay.
Okay?
Hold on, guys.
Just hit play. Just hit play.
Yo, Mocha, it's your buddy here, DJ, also known as Dwayne Johnson, also known as The Rock.
No.
Also known as La Roca in Spanish. Sexiest man alive.
Oh my God.
I got a lot of nicknames.
Oh my God.
Happy birthday, man. I wanted to send you some birthday love your way and tell you happy birthday. I hope you had a great birthday. Dude, I heard that you thought I was actually going to come up and surprise you, which I really appreciate that, man. It really warmed my heart. Sangeeta had told me that. She shared that news with me.
Oh my God.
And I loved hearing that, man. But I'm so sorry that you were so disappointed. I heard you went out and you did all this. You bought all this new stuff. You shaved your face. You shaved your balls. You shaved everything.
Hey, man.
What's that? Oh, he didn't shave his. Oh, got it. Sorry. I thought you said, never mind. Happy birthday, man. And thank you for being a fan all these years. It's meant a lot to me and it continues to mean a lot to me. And I really, really appreciate it. I hope you had a great birthday, brother. And I'll see you down the road. Bye.
Holy crap! A video message from The Rock! Oh my God! Wow!
Yeah, okay, give my
Oh
phone
my
back.
God! Yo, text that to me, dog.
Okay,
Wow!
I will.
Wow! That is incredible! Holy! How did you guys manage to pull that off?
So this guy, Sangeeta on the phone? Okay, go to Sangeeta. Hey, Sangeeta.
Hey.
Mocha is literally losing his mind right now.
Oh
He
my
just
God!
watched the video
Sangeeta Patel from ET Canada. What the hell?
of The Rock. So this was something that had been in the works for a while. Okay,
Okay.
but as with everything else in the world, supply chain issues, everything else, it didn't arrive in time. Okay. So, but it was your story of the haircut that I'm telling you, it was your story of getting a haircut in your garage because you thought you were going to get to meet The Rock. That's what Sangeeta then DM'd directly to Dwayne Johnson.
You told the man that I got a haircut in my garage? Sangeeta, why could you tell him? Like, you've met Mocha, you've talked to him multiple times, you see his tweets, you see his messages.
No.
Let me just break this down. Happy belated birthday, Mocha. I gotta tell you, Roz contacted me. Well, that whole week we're all having anxiety about his the fact that he was going to tell us something really special on Tuesday, and he was thinking about you, and he wanted to do something special for your birthday, and of course, he wanted me to connect with Dwayne, and we tried to make it happen. It came after. First of all, Roz, I just want to say how proud of you I am because of your memoir and how vulnerable you're going to be. A Little Broken is out September 27th.
Yeah.
And so we tried to make it happen for you, but then he sent me that clip of you talking about getting your hair done, and I sent that directly to Dwayne. Dwayne.
No, The Rock heard it.
Yes,
he heard the whole thing.
He heard the whole.
Oh,
he heard the whole.
He must
thing.
think that I'm like the biggest jabroni ever now.
No,
Okay.
he thinks you're amazing. And then we texted back and forth, and I told him how amazing you are, and you're such a beautiful soul, and amazing dad.
So Sangeeta sent him the video of you talking about the garage haircut, and Dwayne's response to Sangeeta, because I'm looking at their conversation right now, was, "Ha ha, this is amazing. I'll send you a vid." Okay, so. And Sangeeta, because we love surprises, right?
Yeah.
This is what here?
Yeah, so that was the first part of it. There's a second part to your gift.
So that video message from The Rock is the sort of one that's going to make your day. This is the audio recording that Dwayne The Rock Johnson sent to Sangeeta after he had sent the video. Okay? So the birthday video is the one that you're going to remember.
Yeah.
Today, this is the one that you're going to remember forever.
Okay.
Okay, so here it is.
And let me know how he responds. And, tell him that we talked. And the thing I forgot to mention in my video, besides him shaving his is tell him I said to say hello to his son, Cruz. I think that's important. I think he might like that. Okay, enjoy the weekend. Bye.
Come on, guys. A week later, you're making me cry again?
Oh,
man. That means a lot, guys. Thanks.
Oh, my heart.
God, you guys, you know how to get me right here, gang.
Okay, so Mocha, we love you.
Yeah, we love you.
So Rock loves you. We would do anything for you.
Thanks.
And we just wanted you to have the best birthday ever.
Man.
All of this came a week later, but I hope it still means
Oh
just
my
as
God,
much.
are you guys kidding me?
We love you.
I love
Only
you guys
for you,
too.
Mocha. Only for you. We just think you're amazing. And
here's the
Roz,
thing,
I'm
though.
so glad we made this happen.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's the thing, though, right? Like, I don't want, now, the history of our friendship with The Rock for me to be known as the guy that got a haircut in the garage because I thought I was going to meet him. I don't want that to be the thing that The Rock remembers me for.
Unfortunately, that's not up to you to control. Sangeeta, thank you so much
You're
as
welcome.
well. And Mocha, so happy birthday. Okay.
Love you both.
Thank you, guys. Sangeeta, I love you. Thank you so
All
much
right.
for
Take care,
helping make
sweetie.
that happen.
Okay.
You have a good day.
You too.
All right.
You guys, thank you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hello, Roz and Mocha. Who's this?
It's Kirsten.
What's up, Kirsten?
I talked to you guys a couple weeks ago. I have not read a book since, oh, God, I don't even know. But, Roz, your book, I am so excited for.
Oh,
thank
nice.
you.
The Roz Weston memoir, A Little Bit Broken, September 27th.
That's the point of me calling. I have never been more excited to read something. I can't even tell you since when. So,
did you see the video that Roz posted over the weekend on Instagram?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that video brought, I was already in tears the day that you announced that you were releasing a memoir.
I was scared he was quitting the show.
A lot of people were.
Yeah.
But when I watched the video, because on that day you had asked people, fans of this show, hey, if you're listening right now, please start recording yourself.
Yeah.
And then when you get a chance, send me the video.
Yeah.
And you put together this beautiful montage of, it was your announcement of the memoir and then all the fans, their reaction to the words that you were reading from the actual book. And oh my God, dude, if you haven't seen this, please go to Roz's Instagram at Roz Weston and watch it. It is just a reaction with just beautiful.
It already made me cry. Like,
Yeah, believe me, I was crying while I was making it.
Aw.
I was just like, oh my God, people are
just
so,
you
people are
talking
so
about
beautiful.
like addiction and stuff too. Like
Yeah.
it really hit me.
Yeah.
And I've never been more excited to read something like I can't tell you the last time I've been more excited like to actually indulge myself in something like without
giving too much other stuff away about the book. I will say this: I have never once in my life said, you know what I want to do right now? I want to sit down and read a book.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I've never once felt that way, and so I wrote this in a way that like this is very much it's a book for people like me and like you, right? The way that I've pieced everything together and laid everything out and the length of things and all this stuff. It's a book for people who are not book people because I wrote it as somebody who's not really a book person, right? And so you'll get that, like when you see it, you'll understand what I mean. I made it very, very easy to read, very easy to read.
Excited.
Yeah, no, I'm pumped for you to read it. I really am. Thank
Kirsten, you pre-ordered the book already?
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. If anyone else, if you have not yet done so, RozWeston.com, A Little Bit Broken is the name of the memoir, September 27th. Go pre-order that joint right now. Kristen, we love you.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited for it.
Thank you, my love.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Podcast.
I got an itch right in the middle of my back. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it. It's driving me nuts.
Stay right there, Dan Moore. A little more about to run out of that room.
I'm so good at this.
No. Oh, I can't get it. Damn it.
How far
He just
up?
called me Mocha. He said, damn it.
No, I did not, Maury. I did not. Hold on. Oh, my thumb ain't long enough. I can't get it. I can almost get it. I wish my thumb was just a little bit longer.
That's what she said.
Shut up, man. I'm itchy. I have back scratches all over my house.
You should keep one in your work bag.
I used to.
Why can't you just lean up against that corner right there? And
Like a bear?
Yeah.
Right. First of all, that's a padded corner. That's not going to help
What
me.
about the door?
The door?
What if Mocha holds his foot out and you rub it on that?
Like, what do you mean?
What?
Like his
Why
toes?
Why not just walk around and just scratch the back?
No, that's weird. That's too much of an ask. Now I got close. You know when you get close to it and you almost get it and then
here, scissors.
What do you got? Scissors.
Yeah, you want to use the
dangerous.
Oh my God.
Here.
Use your microphone.
It's about to turn into a Saw movie.
Roz, use your microphone.
Scissors. Hold on. Let me get this up my back. Hold on. Wait. Should I open them or no?
No. I would recommend not.
Oh, now I'm just scraping. Hold on. Oh, it feels so good. Oh my God.
Can I get that as an MP3?
Shut up, Maury. Jesus, I'm itchy.
Give me 1 second.
Turn him off. I can't deal.
Who, Maury?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. You keep talking, or you keep scratching. Okay?
This is driving Maury crazy. Look at him. Wait. Oh my God.
Okay, hold on.
Oh my God.
Okay, Dan Maury.
Oh my God. Oh, that feels so good.
You okay, Maury?
That feels so good.
Shh, I'm enjoying this.
Jesus.
Okay,
I
here.
just stop myself.
Is this what you were asking for, David Maury?
Oh, it feels so good. Oh my God.
Yeah, you send that right here. You send that right here.
Maury's going to use this.
It's my ringtone.
Delete that now.
Oh
my God.
Then Maury's going to use this as his ringtone.
My ringtone, my doorbell, everything.
My doorbell!
Uber Eats shows up and all you hear is,
oh, it feels so good.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Podcast.
we get inundated with DMs from people listening to the podcast. By the way, the Roz and Mocha Show podcast available anywhere you get your podcast from. Mm-hmm. Just search for Roz and Mocha, hit subscribe. So when we drop a new episode, it will download to your device automatically. So people listen to the podcast or certain segments of it at half speed. And it sounds like the conversations are being had by two drunk people. Sometimes three drunk people, or all four of us on the show. And Dallas Singh went, huge fan, by the way, of the Roz and Mocha Show. Big shout out to Dallas Singh. Went into the archives back to March of 2018, episode 23.
Oof, that's a long time ago.
When we were talking about Dammit Maury, who attended the Pink concert.
Right. She
was in town. And Dammit Maury recorded it himself at the show, and he was already drunk.
What were you drinking that night? Do you remember?
Always gin and tonic.
Okay, right on.
And probably only one, right? Because we know it doesn't take you
Doesn't take much.
Yeah, it does not take much to get you lit, right?
Okay. Which is why I'm a great date.
True.
For who? You're married.
Were you married then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
Who were you there with?
My husband.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
All right.
So, listening to the podcast at half speed, it sounds like we're drunk.
Okay.
Playing audio of Drunk Damn It Maury at the Pink concert.
I got a text from Maury last night at 11, way past his bedtime. Maury, I imagine you meant to write, holy my life, I'm so drunk, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't remember.
But the text that I got from Maury was, holiday my wife, I'm so drunk.
What a hot mess.
So you better get this party started.
Oh my
Oh my God.
From a chandelier. My chicken fingers slipped down my face. Oh my God, I love this song. Yeah! Reckless. She's so reckless.
Okay. Wow.
So if
There's
you find
so much going on in that. Oh my
so
God.
loud.
Did you say my chicken fingers slipped down my face?
I believe so.
Wow.
My chicken fingers slipped down my face.
Okay, yeah.
So that's exactly what he said. Big shout out to Dallas Singh who found that for us in the podcast. If you find a moment in our podcast where when you listen to it at half speed, it sounds ridiculous because we sound hammered, feel free to send it to us, timestamp it, and make sure you include your name so we can give you a shout out. Much like Dallas Singh.
My chicken fingers slipped down my face.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, how was your weekend?
It was good. Yo, we got snow in our neighborhood
No,
yesterday.
you didn't.
Dog, you know what? I left my phone in the car.
No.
So I can't even show you the picture.
No.
I took a picture of the backyard.
Come
Yeah, there was
on.
snow outside.
Really?
That's what happens. You live north of the city.
Like how much snow?
Enough to cover everything. But once the
Really?
sun came out, it started to melt. By the afternoon, it was all gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, that's crazy.
But yeah, we just kicked it, man. We just hung out. at
How
home. How about you guys?
how was the hunt?
Oh man, Easter Bunny showed up and put in work.
Yeah.
In our place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cruz had a ball.
Really?
Yeah. He woke up. He woke up. Sorry. He came into our room at 20 after 6 yesterday
Yeah.
morning. So I don't know what time he woke up at, but I know what time he woke us up at.
Fair enough. Fair. Now, does he do like a pre-hunt before he goes and wakes you guys up? Like to just like make sure that like
No. So
he does
the
not.
Easter Bunny left a basket right outside of his door.
Gotcha.
And left little bunny footprints.
Uh-huh.
To guide
That's always
him
the way
to where the first round of eggs were. So he came
It's
into our
always
room
the
to
way.
say, hey, guess what the Easter Bunny left?
There was an intruder.
Yeah, can we go and see where all the eggs are?
Yeah.
So we went around, and the Easter Bunny was very clever.
Yeah.
Left them in all sorts of places.
It's a thing too.
Brought in some extra toys as well. Maybe took a
Yeah.
hint from Santa. I don't know. Maybe they talk.
Now, does the Easter Bunny does he put them in spots to make sure that the dogs don't get them?
Oh,
while
yeah.
everybody's sleeping?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Like in
Yeah.
a boot,
Yeah.
in the dryer.
Yeah, fair enough.
In
Fair
the
enough.
oven.
Yeah, and everything with a door. Yeah. When you have dogs and cats.
Totally.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. I get it. In everything.
Yeah. But
yeah,
it was
no,
good.
that's
It was good.
wonderful.
It was a nice weekend. How about you guys?
Yeah, good. I mean, I don't really eat any of that stuff anyway.
Yeah.
You know what though? You know what the Easter Bunny did leave? And I swear, I haven't had one of these in a long time, and they're still sort of mystifying to me. which is Ferrero Rocher.
Oh,
bro.
I got you.
You got Ferrero Rocher.
I got a pack of 4 here.
Okay, now.
Would you like them?
Oh, bro. So you know me, I don't like sweet.
I
don't
know
like
you don't.
chocolate. I don't like sweet. I don't like anything.
How random is
let me
this?
But let me tell you why I love Ferrero Rocher. Okay. Is to me when you look at the packaging in 2022 of Ferrero Rocher.
Yes.
Okay, it still comes in that cool little doily cup. It's got the gold wrapper around it with that tiny sticker. Does it not seem with everything else where people have been cutting back and reducing and trying to cut costs that at some point Ferrero Rocher would have scaled the luxuriousness of their individual packaging back? And I just so appreciate that they haven't. Like Ferrero Rochers are the most beautifully wrapped candy that you will ever experience in your life. Like it's a wonderful experience to open up a
like
Ferrero
you're living
Rocher.
the life of the mayor.
You really do.
Right?
You feel like the mayor.
Right? Like you should be living in Buckingham Palace.
Thank you.
Sitting down eating one of these.
Yes.
Right.
And I'm so impressed with them that they haven't buckled because I'm sure somebody suggested it in some meeting somewhere. What if we got rid of the little doily bottom? And we could we could print it on the gold part. Nobody would ever know. And then somebody said, no, this is our thing. You know, we are a brand of luxury. Okay?
Right.
Yeah. Balenciaga.
Would the queen
Thank
eat
you.
anything other than gold wrapped?
They are delicious, though.
Ferrero
What do they
Rocher?
taste like? Hey, Maury, help me out here. Ferrero Rocher, does it sort of taste like Toblerone? Am I wrong on that?
No, it does not.
It does
No
not.
way.
Not at
Really,
all.
huh? What does it taste like?
It kind of tastes like a Nutella crunch.
Yeah.
Ugh. Really, huh?
I know. Shem hates Nutella.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, I don't like
Because
it.
Ferreros
that's what it
are
is.
incredible.
Yeah.
I just learned
Hazelnut.
that. I just learned that it was Nutella.
Yeah.
Not too long ago.
Well, hazelnut.
I always thought it was
hazelnut, yeah.
just.
There's a hazelnut in the middle,
I know.
right?
Which those are
right in the, right in the,
expensive.
they're very
So
expensive.
rich people eat.
Yes.
Easter Bunny brought this. Would you
Yeah.
like it?
I
would.
I need to do for me. I can't just start scarfing Ferrero Rocher. I have to do something to earn Ferrero Rocher. So if I do something on the show today where I feel like I've earned it, right? Where I feel like I've earned it, then I'll ask for a Ferrero Rocher.
Throughout the show,
Yeah.
one individually?
No,
or the full pack?
no, just one.
Like,
I will only eat one. No,
really?
no, no.
Like,
Yeah,
do you have to
know-
do
you know
4
me.
amazing things today?
No, I
You
won't
have to
do
get the full
because
pack?
Mocha, believe me, we've been doing the show 13 years. I will not do 4 amazing things today.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
He's Roz. I'm Mocha. Hello.
Hello.
David Morey's here as well. Shem is here as well.
How was Passover, More?
Still going, but it was awesome over the weekend.
Yeah.
Went to my grandmother's for Passover dinner, which was fantastic. Billy cooked an amazing meal.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandmother gave me this letter that she found. She's cleaning out everything. She's giving everything away.
Mm-hmm.
And she found like this hidden, I guess it was in a book or something. And it was a letter that I wrote to my grandfather when he, I guess, passed. It was supposed to go in the casket and never did.
Who didn't put it in the casket?
I guess they forgot. So, but I have it now, which is kind of cool.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Is it like super personal, or do you want to read it, or?
I think I have it here.
You mean you think?
I took a picture of it and sent it around.
Oh, it's obviously not.
So you
that.
have it.
Yes. So it says
Well, how old were you when you wrote this?
1987.
What's that sound?
There's
What's
a weird buzzing
right
noise
now?
coming from your room over there.
What's going on, man?
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you literally slap the computer?
Not only are Shem and Maury working in a different room, they're working in a different room in 1982. Okay. Hit the thing. Hit the machine. Okay. So how old were you when you wrote this, Maury?
1987.
So you were...
No. No.
Wrong.
That's not the question.
Okay.
Shem, help me out.
You're 43
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah.
So, Maury, you do math?
Go ahead.
Never mind. You're 8.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I hope you have a wonderful life up there. And I hope it will be a new life. I wish you didn't die. You're so nice to me. Get well soon.
Wait a second.
What?
Wait
This
a
was-
second.
Did your grandfather already pass?
Yes.
When you wrote this?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So he had already died, and you said get well soon. That's a little insensitive, don't you think? Okay.
Can you say hi to God and give for him to give Maury lots of gifts?
What?
It's not Santa.
I hope that you can start from 100 and go up from there.
What's the holiday where God hides all the gifts? Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Me too for
Okay, go ahead. My bad.
I hope you could start from 100 and go up from there. You are for sure an amazing grandfather. XOXO. Love, Maury.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
sweet.
nice. Yeah,
That's
I thought that was
sweet.
really
Now-
because I don't remember that at all, so it was really a surprise.
So let me ask you, now that you're grown, right?
Yeah.
What's more sort of meaningful, to have somebody not included that in your grandfather's casket when they buried him, right? Or if you had known that it was included? Because if it was included, you wouldn't have had it all these years later to read.
I'm not
right?
mad at all.
You're not mad
I think
at all.
this is so cool. I'm going to put this like in some sort of frame or something.
Yeah.
I think this is really neat that it was.
So where is it now at home?
Right now, it's on the coffee table. Like it's in a piece of plastic, like it's protected,
Right.
Because it was like folded up into like a little square, so it's like fraying where the folds were.
Did you fold it up in one of those things where you like the which way game where you like do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you pick a color and then you didn't. You
remember that?
Yeah.
You can flip up one of the pieces of paper.
Yeah.
Read the thing.
Yeah, so you didn't do that with
No,
it, right?
I did not.
I only say that because you were young at the time, right?
Yes, no.
Okay, cool. Okay.
But get well soon.
But yeah, those get well soon cards for people who have passed are hard to come by. So you have to write your own letter.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is,
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Hi, Lindsay. It's Roz and Mocha.
Hi,
You have a lot on your mind, huh?
I do.
What's going on, girl?
Do all mother-in-laws cause so much drama, or is it just mine?
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me sit down.
Okay.
We're going to need
Yeah.
time.
Okay.
For this one.
Lindsay, you wrote it says, Razamoka fixed my life. My toxic mother-in-law kicked myself, her son, and her 2 grandsons out of the house for her boyfriend in February 2020 and has been
Yeah.
causing problems in my marriage and my life ever since. I love my husband. We are high school sweethearts, but I need a way to cope and move on. She needs boundaries. We
So-
talk a lot about this on this show.
What are the problems that you've encountered with your mother-in-law? And she basically kicked you guys out like 1 month before the pandemic hit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so what are these problems?
I mean, like, she takes no acceptance at all. She basically tells me, like, I need to move on. Like, it's her son. It's her grandkids. Like, she has a right to still be seeing everything. Like, we need to move past. Like, she still thinks, like, everything should just go back to normal.
But why did she kick you guys out?
Because her boyfriend needed a place. His lease was up, and her new boyfriend of like a month, needed a place to park his sports car. And we had like a 4-car driveway. And yeah, so he needed the house. So she was like, you guys need to go.
And how long had you been living there?
We've been living there for probably like 6 years. So what had happened was we had a townhouse.
Yeah.
She had a bigger house. She was getting older. We were concerned. So we had joked and was like, we should switch houses. So we did. And for like 6-7 years, we were fine. Then she had some medical issues come up. So we took her in. She had a finished apartment in the basement. She stayed there. We had the main floor. And then when this gentleman of a month needed a place, she was like, you guys need to go. I want my house back. And like, it was her boyfriend took priority.
So was she always like an overbearing mother-in-law, like from the beginning, even before the living situation happened?
She wasn't really overbearing, but I mean, she definitely put her input in. The only thing is that she's very inconsistent with like men in her life. And my husband and I are a little bit more protective. Actually, before she had, what sort of we think started it was we had mentioned to her that this new gentleman couldn't come to our son's first communion because it was kind of like an intimate gathering. And then that basically set it off. And her and I got into a very heated argument, which my oldest son basically heard. And ever since then, she said things that were like way below the belt, like things you just can't take back, not just like, oh, I'm upset, like, you know, you're mean or whatever. Like it was uncalled for things, like gloves off. And I just haven't been able to move past it.
Oftentimes when parents do this or mothers do this, you will run into some of the greatest emotional manipulators that you'll ever meet will be family, and oftentimes your own parents.
Okay.
Okay. This is the thing. The issue with you could be a number of different things. One, she could be jealous of you.
So she has said that from day one. My husband and I met when we were 14 and 15, and we've been together ever since, and she's been married 3 times.
Yeah.
And she was like, I hate that you guys have this, like, relationship, and, like...
And you have her boy.
Yeah. That's
You
what
you have her. You have her boy.
I think that this all stems from her feeling like no one is good enough for her son, and that she is the only one that knows what's right for him and the only one that could ever take care of him.
You hear this a lot, and I've known people that have been in this situation too, and it's wonderful when you find your person when you're young. But there's a problem with that too, and that is sometimes there's parents involved or people involved where when they saw you meet and fall in love when you were 14, even though you're grown and you're a mother of your own right now, they still see you as them.
Yeah.
That you're children. And that happens quite frequently with relationships where you guys met in high school or even junior high, those kinds of ages. And that's a hard thing to get over. I will say this. What in the hell is your husband doing in all of this?
He tries to explain, like, the things that you've said, like, you hit below the belt, like, and she just says, oh, well, she shouldn't, like, eavesdrop on my conversations, or, like, I'm your mother. Like, he's like, you have to understand that's my wife and those are my children. Like, we're doing the best and we parent different the way that you do, because she's very, like, high and mighty on this, like, I'm the mother, I'm the grandmother, you should, like, bow down to me, like, respect me. But he's really good. I hate putting him in the middle. Like, I get it's his mom, but then at the same time, I'm kind of like, I have a very select few people that I let in. Mm-hmm. And once, like, my trust is broke, like, you're done.
He needs to put himself in the middle, first of all.
Yeah.
And you should not feel bad about that. And I think that when it comes to boundaries in the relationship, if you want to have this conversation or he wants to be a part of it, whatever, I think that you need to sit down and you need to initiate the rebuilding of whatever this relationship is. And I don't mean rebuilding it into what it was. I mean rebuilding it into something new. Mm-hmm. And I think that you need to say, this right now is the relationship, okay? You are still the grandmother. We're not going to pull the kids out of your life. You're still going to get to see it. But here's what's not going to happen anymore. And I think that you need to rebuild this relationship into what you can tolerate, not what she can tolerate or what she's going to be comfortable with. And this is not a bargaining thing. This is not compromise, because when you compromise, most times everybody winds up miserable.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
You're welcome. Love you lots. All the best.
Wait, aren't you going to ask me?
Oh, okay. Lindsay, between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
It's Mocha, because your birthday is a day after mine, and I love your laugh.
Hey, happy belated birthday!
I support your mother-in-law in everything that she does.
I mean,
I've changed my mind
I
about
love both of
everything.
you. I'm definitely going to pre-order your book, though. We're super excited.
That changes everything, man.
RozWeston.com, y'all.
I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Love you too.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
How are we all?
Good. I got too much keg in me, man.
Keg?
Yeah, I went to the keg last night.
Ooh, what was on the menu?
Oh,
tell me.
Everything.
Steak?
Rice?
Well,
yeah. No,
fries?
Extra fries.
Uh-huh.
So I had steak, fries, extra fries.
Did you add
then we had
did you add the grilled shrimp?
The baked shrimp, the garlic shrimp. That's my jam right there. And then we also got the deep fried cauliflower with like a teriyaki sauce on it and stuff like this.
Billy Minor pie?
We had 2 loaves of the bread. Rox and I killed those even before we started eating food.
Wow.
Right?
Can't fill up on the bread, though. That's
and
a rookie
then,
mistake.
I know. So then I was like telling Rox, I'm like, listen, you can't fill up on that bread. Like if you don't eat your chicken, what's going to happen?
Nothing.
And then meanwhile, I was like sitting there sweating already. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to be able to eat my steak. There's no way. So we did that. And then I just was sweating all night. And then we always leave. Whenever we go to the keg, we always leave with a full Billy, right?
Yeah, of course.
That's what we do. We ordered the whole cake to go.
Oh, the whole thing?
The whole thing.
No.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
And then
But then you got to, like, book it to get home before that joint melts.
Yeah, and then I get little tiny containers and bags, and I cut the whole billy up, and then the whole billy goes in the fridge, and then the girls just sort of take the next couple of weeks to go through the whole billy.
Wait, but when you guys got home last night,
Yeah.
not even one slice? Or just everyone was just so full?
Oh, no, yeah, they did. I don't eat it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't eat the Billy Miner pie.
Somebody
but they do.
on,
And then it's so now I have a fridge full of Billy Miner pie.
Somebody on Instagram, I think 2 weekends ago, they DM'd me, and it was a picture of the Billy Miner pie.
Yeah.
And they were like, yo, man, we're at the keg.
Bro.
I was like, yeah, you have to.
Bro, it's like, oh my God, so much food. So I'm sweating. So if I look like puffy and stuff like that today, I'm full
What kind of steak do you get?
I'm full of cake. What did I get last night? I think it's like the 12 ounce New York or something like that. Yeah, it was fine. It was good. Yeah. Yeah, fries. I always get extra fries. I feel they don't give you enough fries.
Really?
So yeah, no, not enough for me anyway. Right?
Okay.
Like I like an abundance.
But then fries, extra fries, and rice?
I didn't have rice.
Oh,
No,
you didn't
no,
have the
no,
rice.
No,
Okay,
no.
okay.
Catherine, I think, had the rice or something like that. Pff, please, I'm not eating rice at a restaurant.
Okay, 2 loaves of bread.
Come on now. If there's an option of rice and fries and I'm like paying, I've never once picked rice.
No,
have
but you ordered. Yes, but you ordered fries. I would understand if you said, like, you know what, I'm going to get the rice, but I also feel like fries, so I'm going to have fries on the side.
Yeah.
No, but you ordered fries.
Yes. And
fries on the side.
Thank you. Because that's how a champion orders dinner.
Plus 2 loaves of bread.
Right?
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
He's Roz on Mocha. Hello.
I have to play you this woman on TikTok who did her 9 rules for her funeral. She's still alive.
What?
Her name is, she goes by I Am Gist. Is that what it is? Gist? I Am Gist? I can never read handles. I wish people would just write their name out.
Mist.
J Mist. Okay, thank you. And so because I know we talk a lot about funerals on this show, and we had said recently that I know for Dammit Maury's funeral, if Dammit Maury, God forbid, ever passed, that it would be up to me.
We all do eventually.
It would be up to me to provide Maury with the one thing I know he wants more than anything else at his funeral, which I don't think anybody in his family would provide him, which is Maury, I know, wants a red carpet and cameras, and people will do interviews as they make their way in.
Totally.
Like, that's what he wants. He wants a red carpet at his funeral.
Because we talked about this, I think, remember last week or 2 weeks ago, there was an old lady who was on TikTok giving what the rules were for hers.
Yeah. So
and she was like, don't cry because don't make a fool out of yourself. And
Thank you.
Whatever you don't invite. I think it was Bertha.
Yeah,
or something like that.
She's got a problem with somebody. So here's another woman, J Mist, who laid out the 9 rules for her funeral.
Rules at my funeral. Number 1, you must show a picture of us in order to enter. It can be an old picture, a recent picture, but don't come to my funeral acting like you knew me for real. I don't do the fakes in life or death.
Yep.
Number 2, I need a light glam. I need a little bit of foundation, lip gloss, maybe some mascara. But even though I am in the casket, I do not need to be casket ready.
Thank you.
Number 3, no hovering over me casket. I understand you grieving, but get your ass back. Number 4, bring gum for viewing me body. I know I can't smell no more, but that grieving breath is not no hoe. You gonna respect me in death, and you gonna respect my guests. Number 5, all speeches under 5 minutes, and cap will be called out. Don't get on the microphone trying to preach a whole 30-minute sermon. And if you get on there trying to cap and lie, acting like we got all these memories together, you going down memory lane and stuff, I will have somebody there to call you out. Number 6, no black attire is allowed. This is not Doomsday Death Dungeon. Lighten the mood. Wear some color. Number 7, only soul food will be served for the repast. No finger food.
Yeah.
I'm talking about fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, greens, and more. Number 8, an alcohol bar is required. 2 drink minimum. Get loose. If you're looking for less than 2 drinks, you might as well go home. Number 9, crying is allowed for 20 minutes. Then you will be asked to step out and get it together. Because I don't need all that sadness in the atmosphere. I know you loved me. I probably loved you too. But I'm gone, baby.
I think we should all do this. I think that this is legitimately.
She has got it all together. That is the
everybody should
perfect
do.
plan.
I think that
The
everybody
absolute
should
perfect
do
plan.
this. I think your family should know these things. As funny as this is, and as wild as this woman is, I think that this is something that people should do. I think that everybody in your life should know that these things that you would like at your funeral. But I like a lot of her rules.
Yeah.
I really do. Crying 20 minutes. That's it.
Yeah.
And other than that,
And
outside,
she's
get it
got
together.
She got people on the inside to keep everything in order, everything in place. Timing the speeches, timing your crying.
Yeah,
I'd argue the
checking on your
finger
breath.
foods.
You argue the finger foods, Maury?
Why?
Because I don't think there should be grease. What if you're a pallbearer and it slips?
Bro, you walk around your
greasy?
entire life, your hands are always greasy.
Yeah, but
You
think
can't
that
oppose to this.
Putting fried chicken on my fingers when I'm about to lift a casket.
You put fried chicken on your fingers before you're about to do anything with those hands.
But you draw the line at a funeral.
Yeah, always be lubed. That's Maury's philosophy in life, right? Now, Shem, I think that when it comes to having a person at the funeral that you would task to keeping people in line and making sure, one, people don't go on and on too long, and two, people don't lie about the relationship you have. Is that a job you would like to have or not like to have at somebody's funeral?
I love the job. The only job that I don't want is to be the person who tells people that grieving breath is a hoe and make sure you
Yo, that's straight facts.
But I'm gone, baby.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Mayim Bialik directed her first movie. This is her first one, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, first time directing, yeah.
As They Made Us, which is available on demand right now. And the great Dustin Hoffman is in the movie. Candice Bergen is in the movie.
Yeah, they're the parents.
Her co-star from Big Bang, Simon Helberg, is in the movie. Pretty
It's
incredible.
good. It's a heavy family drama, right, Maura?
It was the first time I ever saw Candice Bergen swear.
Really? Oh, yeah, I guess so.
That was like, whoa.
Yeah, it's an unusual movie because you just don't see a lot of these anymore. Sort of like an adult family drama about growing up in a household with really like two emotionally manipulative and I would get like abusive parents over their
really?
kids, which continues on into adult life, and then estrangement happens and all this stuff. But Dustin Hoffman is like this isn't Dustin Hoffman from Meet the Fockers, right?
Sure.
This is the other Dustin Hoffman, like the other side that that Dustin Hoffman can do. And Mayim Bialik got such a performance out of him. Like, it's really, really great. Really great.
Also the host of Jeopardy. We'll get to that in a
Yep.
second. But Mayim Bialik talked to Dammit Maury, and I know you were really excited to chat with her, right?
Huge fan. Loved her even back at Blossom times.
Yeah, who did?
Now, okay, first time directing. An amazing movie. How many times did you practice yelling action in front of the mirror before going on set? Because I don't know how you yell action, so I thought that you could critique my yelling of action and I could hear yours.
So I actually didn't practice, and it wasn't until the first day that I realized, oh my gosh, everybody's waiting. I have to yell action. I was like, how do I do it? I should have practiced. Okay, but I'd like to hear yours.
Okay. Action.
No, that's too flowery.
See, because I would argue that you need the huh.
No. Okay, let's hear another one.
Okay. Action. Like it's
No,
like a
that's not
slight
an action movie.
Because there's a slight roll up on the action.
No, you're thinking way too much about the wrong parts of this. Some directors, I think it's an old timey thing, would just say act, but that seemed very pretentious for a first time director to say that.
How did you do it?
It's almost action. I don't know. Sometimes it sounded like a question, and that's not good. Cut is more fun because I would say, and that's a cut.
I'll give you one more. Action.
What is with you and the H? There's no H, my friend.
Thank you.
I've seen behind the scenes footage, and there's always an H in the front of action.
I'll try that next time and see how that goes over. Action.
This is Mayim Bialik. The new movie that she directed is called As They Made Us, on demand right now. Have they announced yet, or when are they announcing who the permanent host of Jeopardy is going to be?
I think she is the permanent host. Is she
They've not announced. They're going sort of
officially.
season by season. They've not made any official announcement.
Because like she's been,
disaster.
I guess, the quote unquote guest host, but everybody loves that she's
It flips between
Right?
her and Ken Jennings.
Yeah, but everyone loves Mayim Bialik. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like a no-brainer that she should be the permanent host, right?
Right.
And there's no way we could have her on our show and that not come up.
Jeopardy fans are loving you as host. Could we see you as permanent host?
I would like that, but it's not my decision to make that call. So I basically live season to season, and I know where I am kind of through the end of this Jeopardy season, and then I wait for grown-ups to tell me what happens next.
Wow. That's no life to live, especially with Jeopardy, which Jeopardy is the one thing Jeopardy has is one, integrity, but two, legacy. And to me, it seems weird that they're not trying to. And I know it was a whole giant disaster with everything that went down.
Right?
But why not try and just say we are establishing what we know we are, which is legacy, and just say Mayim Bialik is going to be the permanent host.
And also, like, we're just used to seeing her as the host.
She's great.
Now,
She's
to
great.
switch it up again, I
Yes.
think you're doing a big disservice to the fans of that show. And I know somebody like you, Dammit Maury, who watches the show religiously every single night.
I only look forward to when she's on. No offense to Ken Jennings, but I don't like him as host.
And explain to me now what this controversy is with her attire every night. I didn't know
had
this is a thing.
Well, I guess she wore this brown sweater blazer for a second time, and that's what people focused on
Because she
Twitter.
wore the same
Second
thing
time?
twice?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like 2 days in a row?
Yeah.
People are
Not 2 days in a row.
awful.
She wore it once. A couple days went by, and then she wore it again.
Yeah.
But people were
No.
like, "What are you doing? You wore that already."
People are awful.
What? They paid
People are
that close
awful.
attention? Really?
If you Google there's a thing now called wardrobe controversy where everybody's going bonkers about your beautiful blazer.
Yes.
First of all, I think maybe it's a compliment that people are watching what you wear.
People are very concerned.
Where's the blazer, and are you going to wear it again just to piss these people off? And do you care about what they think?
Well, I mean, I care too much about what people think. It's like why I go to therapy all the time. No, we have a wonderful stylist, Stephen, and Stephen and I are budget conscious, as we should be. And Alex wore something different every episode. You just didn't think about it that much because it was like a gray suit, a blue suit, a gray suit, a brown, like whatever. It was with women. There's a lot more attention to it. And Stephen and I, we want me to have a little bit of flair that's mine, but not too much. But yeah, chances are you've seen, to all the viewers out there, you've seen me wear more than that blazer more than once. I think I've worn everything at least 3 or 4 times. We just mix it up sometimes. And yeah, if it's a bright color, you're going to notice
Yo,
it
man, leave Mayim Bialik alone. Please, all right? She's great. She directed her first movie, As They Made Us, starring Dustin Hoffman and Candace Bergen, and it is available on demand right now.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Jaden Smith is getting ripped for an interview that he did 4 years ago.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. It's so funny. So he was talking about what it was like growing up in the Smith household and always hanging out with adults and not kids his own age. And then he gets into why he didn't like hanging out with kids his own age. And it's that explanation that people are destroying him for. So here's a clip of Jaden Smith from 4 years ago. Listen to this.
I am very happy that I spent my childhood with more adults than I did with kids my own age. Because I was picking up more things from adults than I were from kids my own age. I go around sometimes and I hang out with other people that are my age and they're just, oh my God, like, can we talk about like the political and economic state of the world right now? Can we talk about what's going on with the environment? Can we talk about other things?
No.
No, right?
Absolutely not. You boring ass kid.
So this is what he's getting. This is what he's getting ripped for, right? And there's so many memes out there now. And then he actually responded to it yesterday, which was a picture of himself, and it was like "Me Too, girl" or whatever. Don't you want to talk about the economic and political state of the world? And then it was like, "Girl, no," and he's like, "Me, okay." But people are like creating memes out of like little tiny children with like backpacks on,
Oh, no.
being like, "On my way to talk about the economic and political state of the world right now." So
Yeah, no.
pretentious. But there's another part of the interview too that is just as concerning. And that is, he makes reference to when he realized the cultural importance that his family has, and specifically his family's place in the world of hip hop. Obviously, Will Smith, right? Legend, turned that one track into an empire.
Totally.
You would say that his father alone cemented that family's legacy in the world of hip hop. So here's what Jaden Smith had to say.
they're just a staple in the world, and they made people feel a type of way that no
Yeah.
one has ever made anyone feel. So I just didn't understand, and just how deep rooted they are in hip hop as well.
Yeah, oh my gosh, man.
I'm looking at this picture right here of Tupac on the shirt right there, and Tupac asked to marry my mom.
Yeah.
And she was like, we're Pac, like we're best friends.
Right.
Like,
Well, they say marry your best friend, but I'm glad they didn't.
Yeah.
He's like, so am I.
But so just seeing how deep rooted everybody is in my family, in hip hop, and in the culture, that puts even more pressure on it.
Let me talk about my family's deep rooted part of hip hop.
Don't bring up the X, man.
And leave out my father.
Yeah. Right.
But let me for sure bring up the fact that Tupac asked my mom to marry him.
Yeah, my mom's one true love.
Bro.
No, Jaden Smith. How you gonna do your dad dirty like that?
Right? You gotta be kidding me with this.
Come on, man.
Shem, you were holding your face real hard just then.
Man, Will,
Right?
I don't even know what to say. All I can see is that meme of Will Smith sitting at the red table talk with his face kind of like,
Yes.
seeing this. Oh,
He's
poor
like, we
guy.
gotta go through this again,
Bro. Right? Let me talk about my family.
No.
Tupac asked my mom to marry
Yeah, no,
him.
at this point, I'd rather talk about the political and economic state of the world, right?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So Coachella over the weekend. Lot of stuff going on at Coachella. Jeez. What do you want to hear? You want to hear?
I heard Carly Rae dropped a new
Yeah,
song.
let's start there. Let's go with this is called Western Wind, Carly Rae's brand new track.
Coming in like a western wind. A tribulation, a celebration. Take me back into your corner. To the center of the room, we played a dance floor. I was charmed to go. Coming in like a western wind.
Sounds like Wilson Phillips, huh? A little bit?
Little 80s vibe to it, yeah. Man, I love everything Carly Rae releases, so I'm a fan of this.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Did she have a long set, Coachella?
I don't know. No, I don't think it
They
was
wouldn't
long.
have given her like a 90-minute type thing.
No,
right?
no, because I know that Billie Eilish's set was Billie Eilish. Like, well, first of all, she was the youngest person to ever headline Coachella, but Billie Eilish did 25 songs.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for her.
That's a long.
Carly Rae did 7 songs.
7 songs. Thanks, Mark.
Okay.
Yeah, and because what winds up happening at Coachella is that people just bring out all sorts of guest stars and
Sure.
everything else. And Carly Rae Jepsen, is that Billie Eilish clip in there?
It is.
It is. So Billie Eilish brought out David Albarn, who is from Blur and Gorillaz. You know that guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And who was he just trashing recently? He just said something that he just made he stepped in it not that long ago, where he was trashing some sort of like pop star about whether or not they write their own music, and then everybody went in on him, and then he had to apologize for it. I'm trying to remember who that was, because it wasn't Billie Eilish, was it?
Well, then she didn't invite him.
Well, no, but I thought that maybe this was
to, like, reconcile?
to like reconcile kind of thing, because he went off. It was in like the LA Times or something like that, where he went off on somebody, accusing them of either using too many writers or not writing their own stuff or whatever it was. I'm not sure who. But this is Billie Eilish with David Albarn.
Taylor Swift.
Oh, right. It was Taylor. Oh, that's right. Yes.
Of
yes.
course.
Yes. Right. Remember the song?
Bro, this song was, oh man, yeah, I do remember it. Huge back in the day.
So I guess this is one of Billie Eilish's favorite songs growing up, right?
Yeah, of course. This would have been like 2005 maybe?
Maybe,
04,
yeah.
05, I think.
Yeah. And then Billie comes in. Everything sounds so good at Coachella, eh? Like the quality of
so clear.
Clips is that what that is? It's from the live stream?
And that's got to be a trip for someone like Billie Eilish, where you grew up listening to that song and it's your favorite song and you know the words to it. And then to share a stage like Coachella with that artist from that group to sing one of your favorite songs.
And that
together.
happened again too. So go this clip. It's Coachella Harry 1. This is when Harry Styles during his set brought out Shania Twain.
This is crazy.
Now I have to tell you, in the car with my mother as a child, this lady taught me to sing. She also told me that men are trash. But to you, for the memories you gave me with my mother, I will be forever grateful. I'm so grateful you're here with us tonight. This is very special for me. Thank you so much.
I am so honored and thrilled to be here. Thank you, Harry. I'm kind of lost for words. I'm a bit starstruck. What can I say?
Wow.
Looks like we made it.
Classic. Oh, man.
Look how far we've come, my baby. Might have took a long way. We knew we'd get there someday.
This is a big moment in music. How's that crowd not going wild?
Losing it? I don't know.
Is it because it is
the crowd's going
like,
crazy,
is
but
it?
you can't because of the YouTube stream. You can't really.
You can really hear it when they do. Man, I feel like a woman.
Like, is it because that they're just a little younger?
Maybe, yeah. I would say that
like maybe
has
if they're
something to do with
maybe
it.
if their moms and aunts were there, they'd be losing it.
Yes,
in the mom jeans.
Yes,
right.
Yes. But play this one. It sounds great.
Yeah, it sounds really good.
It sounds great.
So Coachella did not disappoint at all this weekend.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I didn't think throwing a birthday party for an employee, like in a company environment, was still a thing, right?
No.
I don't know if I've ever worked in
like an actual party?
Yeah, like a lunchtime party, right? Where you get catered food or you get a cake or whatever. Like something that you would see in the office, right?
Yeah,
like what they do. But there's a story going around. This guy in Kentucky back in 2019, his birthday was coming up and he's told his company, I guess his company that he worked for was known for this kind of behavior.
Behavior? Oh, no.
For throwing parties for employees. But he said to them, hey, listen, my birthday's coming up.
Yeah.
Please don't, whatever you do, don't throw me a party.
Don't want it.
I have an anxiety disorder. I will have a panic attack.
It's not good.
Please do not.
Yeah.
So the company still went ahead. His birthday rolls around and they threw him this lunchtime party, right?
Because you never know, right? Like some people just say that, guys, I do not want like a big thing. And then you're like, he wants a big thing.
Totally.
Right?
And then they go over and above.
Yeah,
above
and then they're
beyond, right?
shocked and like, oh my God, I didn't think you were going to do anything.
So they threw the party for him anyway.
Yeah.
He got super upset. He had a panic attack.
Oh, no.
He left the office and ended up having lunch in his car.
Oh, poor guy.
And then the higher ups who worked there were like, they confronted him and then he flipped out on them.
Yeah.
And then a couple days later, they fired him.
Because he didn't like his birthday party?
Yeah.
That is a terrible way to lose your job, man.
He took them to court.
Yeah, good
it
for
went
him.
to trial.
Good for him.
And a jury just awarded him $450,000.
Good for him.
$150,000 for lost wages.
Yeah.
And then the rest, the other $300,000 for emotional distress.
Yeah. Good for him.
Isn't that crazy though?
Yeah. Yeah. Especially at work. Like you expect that kind of behavior of your friends.
Sure.
Right. But, when you go to work, like sometimes you go, like, I don't want to celebrate them. You know what I mean? Like if you work in an office, like sometimes you just want to go in, like they're your coworkers for the most part. And a lot of times they're not your friends, although you're friendly because it makes the day go a little easier and you won't want to kill yourself over lunch and all this stuff. Right.
But who doesn't like a nice breakup at lunch from the everyday ordinary? You know what I mean? And I think that's maybe the mentality that the other employees or the people that plan the party planning committee.
Right, because it's about them, right? It is just like the office. It's not about the individual whose birthday it is. It's about the people who are planning it. It's all
Angela and Phyllis.
It's Angela
and Kelly got together.
It's the party planning committee, right?
And they're like, it'd be great.
Yes, strippers. Right? Yeah.
Michael comes in and says, we got to do this up big time for Kevin.
Exactly. Like it really is. A lot of offices really are. They do have that sort of element of where people want it to be less like work, and they need it to be more homey and friendly and all this stuff. But every now and then you get the wrong. There's just people that don't enjoy that. At all.
So this guy gets fired from the job after
crazy
telling
to
them,
fire him.
"Hey, I don't want a party because this is what's going to happen."
But were they
me.
Did they fire him because they were like, "You're so ungrateful. We did all this
No.
work."
So according to the company, they said that this guy that they fired became unstable and that they were protecting other employees in the event that he got violent.
Oh, come on.
That's what their defense was.
But before the party that he didn't want, he was fine. Everybody had no problem working with this guy.
And he said to them,
Right? Yeah,
I know my birthday's coming up, and I know you guys like to throw parties. Please do not throw a party. Here's what's going to happen. They threw a party, and that's exactly what happened. Anyways, they go to court. He gets awarded $450,000.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is... Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Hey, Melissa, how are you? It's Roz and Mocha.
Hey, guys, I'm good. How are you?
Good. What's on your mind? Why are you reaching out to us?
Yeah, I'm doing some home renos, and I'm worried I might be getting ripped off.
Ooh, so you were this Roz and Mocha Fix My Life. I'm looking to do major renos in my house, and I don't even know where to start in terms of looking for someone reputable, reliable, and who won't overcharge me. I was given 2 quotes for my ensuite, one being $30,000 and the other being $60,000. They're both so different, and I don't know why. Where do I start when it comes to looking for contractors?
Yeah, I figured you guys are the best to ask because I know both of you have been through this.
Mocha just redid what did you redo? The kitchen and stairs and stuff like that? What did you redo?
We had in this house, we had the stairs done. We had the kitchen done. And same thing, much like you, Melissa, we had multiple quotes from different companies, and the price difference is just... Some of them were similar, but then there were a few that were astronomically different for the same amount of work.
Yeah, and it's tough. Like when I did the bulk of my renovations, the one thing that didn't exist that exists now, which would have made my life so much easier, was Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And Instagram is such a fantastic source because you, really get a sense of what the work quality is that people have done. You can also get a sense of their trustworthiness because oftentimes these contractors will, tag the homeowners in them, and then the homeowners will comment on the pictures and maybe other people that they've worked with. And you can really get a sense, like even just from a couple of shots on Instagram, how people feel about them. And it's not just some shadow account that's stealing pictures from other renovations that contractors have done. Like Instagram is a really, really incredible source for stuff like this.
I will tell you, so with our stairs, actually, and the kitchen, Jenna, she found these people off of Instagram because she looked at a lot of their previous work, and same thing, comments in there from other clients of theirs, and then she would go and do research and look at Google reviews and home stars. And I know a lot of those are easily they can be easily fake.
They can,
but you really have to do your research, right?
And I would say when looking for a contractor, the one thing that you are well within your right, and a great contractor will have no problem doing this, which is ask if you can grab a couple of phone numbers from people that they've done jobs for, and call them.
Okay.
I've had people call me over jobs that people have done for me, and some people I've recommended and some people I haven't. But yeah, you really have to watch out. And it used to be the thing that somebody told me years ago before Instagram was, don't ever hire a contractor unless their name is in the name of the company.
Right.
Meaning like whatever, because that way you at least know they're not getting sued and just switching the name of the company, folding that company, and just starting another one.
All the time.
Which you see all the time.
That's good. That's good.
But
okay.
that said, there are a lot of incredible companies that don't have like an individual name, in them, especially in this city. And I know some really incredible, contractors. But it's difficult now because everybody wants big work, right?
Yeah.
Everybody wants big jobs. So if you want a full gut job, it's actually easier and you're probably going to get the best deal there than if you just need somebody to come in and do a bathroom. Doing a bathroom is not a big job, right? But it takes it takes time off other jobs that the guys are doing, and it's probably going to take longer than it should, and it's probably going to cost you more than it should.
Yeah. I'm wondering if, Melissa, if part of the reason why there's such a vast difference in price is because they're trying to, maybe one contractor or both, they're trying to compensate for not knowing the cost of material right now because the pricing is fluctuating like crazy for stuff. So maybe they're trying to figure out, overestimate, so then that way they can gauge how much something is going to cost by the time they're ready to do the work. Is it just the ensuite, or are you doing like a massive like total home reno?
So right now it's just the ensuite. But we're gutting it completely and completely redesigning, remodeling, like changing where the plumbing is and everything, right?
Oh yeah, so that's right there, material and your labor, but also depending on what you choose for, like maybe a brand name of a sink or a toilet or fixtures, whatever, like all that stuff adds up.
Well, their quotes though were just for labor. Like their quotes are just for labor and building material. That's not including the tile. That's not including the glass for the shower. It's not including the vanities.
And they probably have to, if it's like a general contractor, chances are they're going to have to outsource to somebody that they know, like a great tiler, to come in, right? So they got to pay that person, and you're paying for them to get that person.
Yeah.
My rule with renos, and it's a big job for a homeowner, okay? But whenever I've done anything, I bring in the contractor. We have a good, honest conversation about what things are going to cost. And I'm the one that buys the tile. I buy my toilet. I buy my vanity. I buy my grout. I buy all the materials, and then I ask them when they need things scheduled for delivery. Because what winds up happening is contractors are going to do a markup on everything. And so they also get a discount. So they're getting a discount buying tile at a discounted price and then pushing a markup onto you, the homeowner. So basically they're making somewhere between, it could be like 32, 35, 40% on something like tile or a vanity. So I eliminate that out of the equation, and I go looking for my own stuff. It takes a lot of time, and it's a pain in the ass, but I buy, like when we just did a reno a couple of years ago, and I bought all my own windows.
Yeah.
Right? Like I went and I had the contractors. I'm like, I need the specific dimensions. And I went and I ordered all my own windows, scheduled the delivery, who was going to do the install, all of this stuff, because you do save a lot of money that way. Hey, you know who does awesome vanities for the bathroom?
Who?
Scott McGilvery.
Oh.
They're great. Home Hardware.
Home Hardware.
Yeah, they're sexy looking. They're super reasonably priced.
Yeah.
And you can put whatever hardware on them you want and whatever faucet you want, and you can take a very reasonably priced vanity and turn it into something that looks really dynamite.
There you go, Melissa. Hope that helped you out a bit.
Thanks, guys. Yeah,
You're spending a lot of time on Instagram today, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah.
Nothing is getting done today.
Yeah.
All the best. Good luck, girl.
All right, take care, guys.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life
on Kiss.
I was about to watch a show.
Yeah.
A show called Minx. A lot of wieners in that show.
Good show.
I love that
Great show. You know, I'm so into that show. We'll talk about the Raptors in a second. So Minx, first of all, it's awesome. Takes place in like the 70s, early 80s, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about a pornographer in the Valley in California, and he puts out magazines. And then there's this woman who's a feminist and has big ideas of what it means to be a woman and the patriarchy and all of this stuff, like very sort of modern leaning kind of feminist. And she had these big dreams her whole life of putting together a magazine, like a Fight the Power kind of magazine for women. And then through whatever reasons, the idea winds up being, well, you can still put your content in there, but she needs somebody to publish the magazine. And the only person who would publish the magazine was a pornographer. What? So she decides, okay, let's get into business together. So we will still do all those articles that are super empowering to women, but only we're going to put nude men in it, right?
What?
So it's like a Playgirl with like super feminist values to it, right? Not a bad idea. So that's the show. And Nick from New Girl is the main guy. I don't know who the main woman is in the show. I've never seen her before. But the show is great. But the show...
Did this show like just come out?
No, it's the... I don't even know.
Yeah, it's the first season.
It's the first season.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, the show is amazing. But the show is like top to bottom wieners. Okay? Like top to bottom wieners. And I'm so into this show and enjoying every part of this show that last night when we were watching an episode, I was talking to Catherine as the show was playing, and I felt that I had missed one of the wieners, so I rewound.
What?
Yes. Yes, I did.
So you had to rewind?
I rewound.
Yeah.
Because I felt that I was missing out on the show and the scene and the
Are
story.
you secretly doing like a wiener count of the show?
It's impossible to do a wiener count on the show.
Don't say that.
No,
Damn, Maury.
It's like there's montages of them. Like it's just like
I guarantee you, as this show takes off, somebody will have a wiener count website for the show.
It's not even. It's people just like flipping through like it's impossible to do that.
Somebody I feel will be tasked with that. Look at Maury quickly typing away idea for later.
I rewound last night because I thought that I missed a wiener.
And did you?
Yes, I did. And
how many?
Just one.
Okay.
And oh boy, was I happy I rewound.
Why?
Because it was like the spectacular sort of moment of the last like 3 episodes kind of thing. And had I missed that, which now I'm thankful that I didn't miss that, I really would have missed out on a lot of the show.
Do you think it would have changed the storyline for you?
Probably not.
Probably not, but it would have changed. I'm happy I didn't miss it.
You were always feeling like you needed more wiener.
Yes, I'm happy I didn't miss it. But I'm very much enjoying.
If they're real or not.
I think a lot of them are
Not
for
a
sure.
chance.
Yeah.
Way
I think
too big.
No, Maury. Okay.
Wow, that's surprising coming from you.
Yeah,
No,
Maury,
this
come
is
on now.
just like.
So you and Matthew?
No, I think a few of them are. I think a few of them are like prosthetics. But I think that part of the show was that there was a sort of there's a big montage of like natural, wieners. It's a good show though, right?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah, it's such a good show.
The wiener count again is.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just saying. Last night you only needed the one though. That's all I'll say about it. No
which
spoilers.
episode was that?
No spoilers.
Oh, they're in every episode.
Yeah.
Oh no, but that one that you're talking about that you had to rewind.
Oh,
was that the one where
Statue of David?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also not real.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Yes, man. Is Shaq going to be right about these Raptors or what?
Oh, shush.
Because he was trying it all last night too.
Shush, your filthy mouth.
Jeez. Raptors lost their third. Was it an OT too?
Yeah,
Crusher.
it was 104.
Double OT.
Double. Oh my God, what a crusher.
104-101.
Because if you remember, Shaq had said on before the playoffs started that he was calling he used the S word, which was of course sweep, right?
In my opinion, that's it. Philly's going to have a battle with Toronto in that first round.
I agree with you.
No way. Yes. Have you seen the Raptors?
Have you
Toronto's
getting
swept. Write it down.
Toronto getting swept.
Okay.
Toronto's getting swept. Write it down is what Shaq said. And then everybody went in, especially Raptor fans, right? All Raptor fans just went in.
Yeah. What was Barkley saying about Toronto last night?
Last night now, Kenny Smith. So now I feel like Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal are just trolling Toronto like crazy.
Right.
Because Kenny Smith and Charles Barkley, they first started talking about the Raptors, and they started talking about Toronto as a city, and then Charles Barkley went on.
Would you say Toronto is one of the top 5 places to watch a basketball game? Listen, it's one of my, it's my favorite city in the world. I think it's one of the top 5. I love me some Toronto. Let me tell you something about Toronto, too. I'm guaranteeing that the Maple Leafs going to win a series this year. The Maple Leafs are going to win a series this year, guaranteed.
Okay, so now you have Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal. They know what they're doing, right? Of
course they
Because
do.
they know that Raptor fans and Leaf fans are going to get fired up.
Yeah, they're bonkers.
Right?
Yeah.
They know exactly what they're doing.
Of course they do.
When Charles
Exactly
Barkley
what-
makes
exactly
a
what
comment
they do.
like that, when Shaq made a comment like what he made.
I also think that it's competition between Barkley and Shaq because nobody likes to have bonkers Toronto sports fans filling up their timeline. And I think that they saw what was going on with Shaq and all the hate, and then they turned around and they were like, we're going to be pro-Leafs right now and get all these people on our side. So everybody that's hating Shaq right now is going to join Team Us.
I'm guaranteeing that the Maple Leafs going to win a series this year.
Yeah.
The Maple Leafs are going to win a series this year, guaranteed.
Yeah, that's exactly
Come
what
on.
they're
Shep
doing.
shaking his head.
That's hurts,
man. Hurts so deep.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Mocha.
What?
Can you do me a massive favor?
Right.
Can you please go and check your Twitter?
Okay, hold on.
Twitter?
Yeah?
Wait, no, I wanna
Who uses Twitter?
Nobody, just let Mocha check his Twitter.
Okay.
I got a bunch of tweets of some NFT stuff? What is this?
Check your mentions.
Yeah, there's like hashtag baby Dogecoin.
Nah, bro. Look deeper.
That's what she said.
Okay.
Elon Musk riding a motorcycle?
No, your
my God,
mentions.
Mocha.
Your
mentions.
mentions.
Your
I'm looking at my mentions.
Elon Musk did not mention you.
Why are you looking at Elon Musk? Go to your mentions. Go to
I'm
the bell.
looking at my mentions here.
Elon Musk did not mention you.
Okay, go to the bell.
Go to
Oh my God! Yo, The Rock
What happened?
Yeah, so yesterday we were talking, and you guys like surprised me with that video message from The Rock.
Yeah.
Right. So the Kiss account, we tweeted out the video of you guys showing me The Rock's message.
Yeah.
Right, and then The Rock's message to my son Cruz. And like just a few minutes ago, The Rock tweeted out, like retweeted our video and said, "Happy birthday, Mocha. Happy tears are always good."
Oh my God.
I love you, Rock. I love you, buddy. Oh my God.
And apparently Elon Musk mentioned you, I guess.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hello, this is the Roz and Mocha Show. What's your name?
Ryan.
Ryan, what's up, dude?
Oh, nothing much. Just about to get ready for work.
Oh, okay. What can we do for you?
I'm just wondering if I could introduce the news. Save Roz's delicate voice for his audiobook, you know?
Oh, wow. Listen,
Yo, that's facts right there.
I appreciate this.
That's
I appreciate
great thinking.
this.
By the way, RozWeston.com to pre-order his new book, which comes out on September 27th. A Little Bit Broken is the name of it. So, Ryan, you want to preserve his voice for the audiobook, which I think is a great idea.
Yeah.
You've heard us do the news every single day here on the Roz and Mocha Show, so you know how it works. Anytime you're ready.
Absolutely, brother. All right. Hey, Mocha.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do the news.
Wow, bro.
I like that.
Oh, Maury, what's the matter? Maury, what's the matter?
There wasn't enough grunt.
Oh, which part?
Like, like I want to hear, you know what I mean? Like, give it a little bit more.
Oh, Maury wants more off the top, but the back end was good, right?
More from the throat.
Okay.
More from the throat? Okay. That's a little weird. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Mocha.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do the news.
Yeah. There we go. Thank you, Ryan.
The throat game master.
Anytime, guys. Thank you very much.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
News break.
Toronto Blue Jays announcer legend Buck Martinez is going to step aside from his Jays duties to begin cancer treatment. He said this during one of the games over the weekend.
The Blue Jays, Rogers, everybody has been so supportive. I've got a wonderful crew to work with here, folks, and I'm going to go away for a while. I've got cancer, and I have to address that, obviously, but you know what? You're going to be in good hands with Dan and Pat and Scotty, and everybody's going to take good care of you, but you know what? I came here in 1981. thought I'd be here for a year or two, and here we are. It's 2022, but my wife Arlene has been very supportive, and we're all positive, and we feel very confident we'll be back here for the pennant race. So let's play some baseball and have a good rest of the summer, folks.
Love you, Buck.
God, that guy's voice.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Legendary.
Legendary. Maury, I know that you're a huge Buck Martinez fan.
I was just with him on the field during my interviews with him, and he is one of the nicest guys. He'll walk around and just say hi. Do you need anything, or can I help you? He is so awesome. When I heard this news, it was just heartbreaking.
God, is he not is that not the most gentlemanly way that anybody could have told fans that they were stepping away to deal with cancer, the way that he said it? What a gentleman.
Big time.
My God, that guy's so great.
Send much love to Buck Martinez.
You said it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
SNL over the weekend. Lizzo was hosting. Did she perform as well? It was
She was
double...
host and perform. But what I loved about Lizzo is every skit she did, she just kept laughing.
I know. She couldn't hold it together at all.
Man. So here's a little bit of Lizzo's monologue.
I even heard a rumor that I'm pregnant with Chris Evans's baby. I have no idea where that one started. It could be the TikTok I did where I said, I'm pregnant with Chris Evans's baby.
Lizzo is so much fun.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, you know what I watched on the weekend? Did anybody else watch that movie, The Bubble?
I wanted to.
You know what? Is it stupid?
It's oh my God, it's so stupid.
Because we were going to put it on.
It's so enjoyable, though.
But it's 2 hours and 6 minutes.
It's so enjoyable.
Is it really?
It's so enjoyable. So The Bubble is a Judd Apatow movie where it's at the beginning of the pandemic, and they take all these actors to go and shoot this sequel to a franchise, and they all have to bubble inside this big giant ornate hotel in London, and then shipping back and forth between the set and all this stuff. And it is it's ridiculous. The COVID ridiculousness in the movie is just so bang on. And apparently this was a story told to Leslie Mann about what went on during the shooting of the latest Jurassic Park movie. Or Jurassic World.
Yeah.
Because they shot a lot of that during the pandemic. And so these were stories that were told to her by people who were on that set that they then made this movie based around there, where there was almost a revolt and they felt like they were prisoners and all this and all this
Keegan-Michael
stuff.
Key is in it.
The cast is huge.
Pedro Pascal is in it, right? Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks hilarious.
Kate McKinnon is in it.
Kate McKinnon, yeah.
There's a lot of people, but it's a ridiculous movie.
Are they playing them?
No, they're actors. They're just playing. They're just playing
because
actors.
there are dinosaurs in the from what I've seen in the trailer.
But these
right?
are
a dinosaur movie.
Well, no, it's called the franchise that they're working on is I believe it's called Cliff Beasts 6.
Okay.
And that is this is the movie that's going to save the studio so it doesn't go bankrupt during the pandemic.
But David Duchovny in it too.
Yeah, David Duchovny's in it. Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. It's really it's ridiculous. Okay, and I know that the ratings for it and reviews for it are just awful, but it's so good. It's such a fun movie. Fantastic Beasts opened this weekend. This was the lowest opening for, I guess, a Harry Potter franchised film with $43 million. Man, the problems with this movie. I haven't
watched any of these ones.
The first one was really great. I really enjoyed the first Fantastic Beasts movie, and it did really well. It was 2016, I guess it was. But so you had all this stuff just recently with them cutting the gay references out for the Chinese market.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you have Ezra Miller, who's in all three films. He made headlines after appearing to choke a fan outside a club, most recently allegedly harassing people at a bar. Then you have all the J.K. Rowling stuff with her whole situation. And then you have Grindelwald, who was originally played by Johnny Depp, and then they fired Johnny Depp when all the Amber Heard trials started, and he lost that court case in the UK and replaced him with Mads Mikkelsen. So you just have all of this stuff, right? And it doesn't help when you got to promote a movie with all of that stuff, but it did okay. But for that world, it's like a $200 million movie, and it did $43 million at the box office over a long weekend.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's not great. Great.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So over at Coachella, let's start with the weekend. Here's a little bit of his set. Now, as a last-minute replacement for Kanye, people were loving this. Like, the reviews are like, The Weeknd is like top-tier talent and should have always been the headliner at Coachella. People were loving this.
Well, yeah, of course. One of the biggest artists in the world.
Sounds good live, too, huh?
Oh, yo, The Weeknd, if you have not seen The Weeknd live before, it is quite the show. I think I've seen him like 3 or 4 times. Yeah, this is definitely a treat for people at Coachella.
But what it comes down to with The Weeknd is everybody's talking about the voicemail. And so there was a certain part in the show when he was doing Blinding Lights where you heard this. So here it goes.
Hey, it's me. I know it's been a while, but I was just thinking about you, and I'm sorry about everything. I miss you.
Okay, so everybody's like, oh my God, freaking out, because they're like, everybody thinks it's Bella Hadid.
Was it?
Right? It is not. I mean, it's not. As far as I know, it's not Bella Hadid because that clip of that voicemail was used in the Blinding Lights Chromatics remix music video from 2020.
Oh,
it's right there on YouTube.
So he just repurposed it for this.
So whoever did the remix, right?
Yeah.
Like when he did that remix, that voicemail was so it's not new. And at the time, I guess everybody was like, who was that? Who was that? And then I guess at the time it was realized that it was not, in fact,
Is
Bella
that
Hadid.
insulting, though? Because then it just means that so many people didn't see it the original time.
Well, yeah, but I mean, who listens? I don't even know what this remix is.
You have to be a super fan.
You have to be a super fan to know.
Right? To delve into all of that. Hold on, let me hear this again.
Yes.
Hey, it's me. I know it's been a while, but I was just thinking about you, and I'm sorry about everything. I miss you.
Yo, that sounds like Bella Hadid, y'all.
You think that's...
That sounds just...
Deepa, you say that sounds like Bella Hadid, too?
Yeah, look at you shaking your head, yes. You don't need to answer. Your head shake says it all.
Yes.
Yes.
You say so you say so Deepa 100%, huh?
Got
Really? When were they together?
To be
How
honest-
how long ago? Yeah, go ahead, Deepa.
That was probably like 2 years ago. I've never heard her speak, but that sounds like what she would sound like based on her appearance. That's
So
as far as I can say.
Based on her appearance, that sounds like what she would
And
sound
in my
like.
mind,
Well, maybe
I
you're
can
not
confirm.
wrong. Maybe you're not wrong. Maybe you're not wrong about that.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
You rarely hear these stories, which is, we know what happens all the time. Obviously, when big actors audition for big roles and they miss out on big roles, you only ever really hear these stories way long after the fact, right?
Yeah.
Kaylee Cuoco did an interview with Glamour where she talked about how devastated she was after losing out on a role in Knives Out 2, the sequel to Rian Johnson's Knives Out.
Oh, that movie's, the first one, amazing.
Yeah, so Rian Johnson shot the movie in Greece. Daniel Craig is like, I think, the only cast member back, and then it's a whole new ensemble around him.
New mystery.
Dave Bautista, Catherine Hahn, Ethan Hawke, a whole bunch of people. And Kaylee Cuoco auditioned, and she said this: I was convinced the part was mine. Kate Hudson ended up getting it, but I was so convinced that my bags were packed for Greece, and then I didn't get it. I was devastated. And I'm not normally devastated over roles. I had done chemistry reads. I had done Zoom reads, and I didn't get it. I cried and cried all night long when they gave it to Kate Hudson, who's great. Of course, she has to say that. I mean, I was gutted over that, and that's when I thought I was on fire. Like, I'm for sure getting this. And they were like, no, we're going to go with Kate. But the day after, apparently, she didn't get Knives Out. She did get a script for something called Meet Cute, which she is shooting. It's a romantic comedy opposite Pete Davidson. But said she didn't sleep for a night.
That's how I feel
devastated.
after every audition I go on.
Is that Maury? That's what it feels like to not get it?
Every time.
Yeah.
Lose sleep,
But
crying.
but you don't come close to that. Like, you're not sitting there doing chemistry reads with people.
No, but I'll watch TV and I'm like, I auditioned for that.
I know. Sometimes we'll be in here and a commercial will be on the television, and Maury's like, oh, and I'm like, what? And he's like, oh, I hate finding out that way.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Mocha, I know you were a huge fan of 24, Jack Bauer.
Yeah. I didn't watch that second one, though. The new one, what was it called? Legacy? I think it lasted like a season.
Yeah.
I wasn't into that one, but the original with Jack, so good.
Would you be into another 24 reboot, do you think?
Only if it's Jack Bauer.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
You would be down with that,
Yes.
huh? Kiefer Sutherland certainly is. Listen to this.
It was a huge part of mine and my family's life, and I miss it. You know, it was an incredible experience. I've loved playing that character. I do believe the story is unresolved, and if something were to be written that made sense to me and that I thought was going to contribute to the franchise, then I would be behind it. And even if my participation in that would be limited.
What do you think?
Yo, they're bringing back Jack Bauer.
You think so, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I will never forget that last scene that he appeared in where he was on the earpiece with the girl, like his bestie in the office.
Back of the office, yeah.
Chloe. She was always like watching his back, but like from the office on the computer.
Yeah.
And then he looks up at the sky and there's like a drone shot of him as he's like Xing the communication between the two of them. And she was like I'm pretty sure she was like the last one to see him until he disappears from the face of the earth.
See, I'll tell you though, the problem with a show like 24 is 24 was amazing. I never really watched it, but I understand the significance of 24 when it was on. But since that run of 24 dealing with sort of spy stuff and terrorism stuff and covert ops and all this and all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
The world of that format has escalated so high with like Netflix and Prime and HBO and all of these Homeland and like all these shows. Like, I wonder if you would be able to compete in that world still doing a network version of 24. It's almost like you need 24 to be rebooted on HBO or something like that.
But they tried to reboot 24.
Yeah.
Legacy.
Yeah. But it was still a network show, though, right?
Still a network show,
See, that's the problem. Is like when I think of those shows, I think of like Homeland and and that kind of thing.
I wonder if they would just be targeting like the OG fans of the show.
Maybe.
Right?
And don't get me wrong, it would do very well if they brought it back on network. But I think that genre of programming needs to be really lit up, and you got to go deep, and people need to die, because that was always a problem with the stakes are so low on those network shows because these actors sign 5-year deals, and oh my God, is the cliffhanger is like, is Jack Bauer going to die? Well, no, he's not going to die. He signed up for 3 more seasons, right? So like the stakes are always super low on those network shows. But yeah, no, I love Kiefer Sutherland, and that character was a real great character.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Do we have time real quick to do Nicolina Bozzo?
Yes,
from
absolutely.
From American Idol. Love her. I know that she grew up, a big part of her life was listening to this show, and we cannot be like, she's so incredible on American Idol that every single time she does something, she manages to blow the judges away in a completely new way. And so this is Nicolina doing her take on Stevie Nicks. Listen to this.
Damn. Wow.
Good, dude.
We just got a text, 925-555. Nicolina is actually from Aurora, where I live now.
Yes, that's right. That's where she's
So
from.
congratulations to Nicolina. So what did the judges say?
So here's the judges' reaction.
Oh, my God. Listen to this.
I know, dude.
Damn, yo, the crowd loves her, huh?
I always think to myself while you're performing, she's going to blow. In a minute, she's going to explode. You have a way of bringing the absolute peak of a song to its finality. When you do blow, oh, my God.
Thank you.
It's amazing. It's
Thank
amazing.
you. Oh, yeah. Nicolina, you're a Ferrari. And
Damn.
you can't just like hit the gas on a Ferrari like full bit. You know how to just level up every single time and just like park it by like skirt. twist it around, and it's back, and you walk out, and you're like sipping a smoothie, and it's like, no skin off my back. Thank you.
Wow.
Is she
they
gonna
got
win this whole thing?
mad
Like, does she have a
love for
chance to win this
Nicolina.
whole thing?
Absolutely does. She's
really,
in the top 20, so we'll see how far she gets.
Jeez.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Toronto police arrest the suspect in the TTC subway pushing that happened the other day. That went down on Sunday when a 39-year-old woman was pushed onto the tracks at Bloor Station, and she suffered serious injuries but managed to escape fatal injuries by crawling beneath the subway platform. And there's a ton of articles right now, and it's so gross that you have to even write this. But, like, what do you do in a case if somebody pushes you onto the friggin' subway tracks? Which is, there are two pieces of advice, quote. One is to avoid touching the covered power third rail. You always hear about, like, oh, don't touch the third rail. I'm looking at the subway. I don't know. Which one is that? Like, is it
one with it's the one with the piece of thick wood above it.
Thick wood
So it
above
goes
it?
rail 1, rail 2, rail 3.
Okay, wait. So,
but it depends on your
but like where is
vantage
okay?
point,
Okay,
right?
so there's the tracks, right?
Yes.
Does the third rail run parallel with the tracks?
Yes.
So is it between the two tracks, or
No,
is it off to
far
the side?
Far side.
It's the far
If you're on
side.
the platform looking
Yes.
at the tracks, it goes track 1, track 2, third rail.
Okay, thank you very much. That makes sense. Thank you, Maury. And then they say that there is enough room to sort of tuck yourself underneath the
Not much,
platform.
though.
Not much. Like it's one person, and you cannot be a big human.
That's why anytime I'm on subway platform, always leaning up against the wall.
Yeah.
Back to the wall.
So they made an arrest, female suspect. 45-year-old was arrested at the Finch GO station. 45-year-old Edith Frine. This went down yesterday evening. There's going to be a court appearance this morning. Police originally said that the two women did not know one another. However, officers did not confirm if they still believe that was the case after the arrest. So they did.
Scary,
they did get the pusher. That is really wild.
The last time this happened, a couple of years ago, the person was lucky enough to hang on to the front of the train.
That's so crazy.
What?
Yeah, this is the third, the second time in like 4 years or something like that,
2009
right?
was the last one, and then 1999.
Right. Jeez, man. That's what a crazy story that is.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Jack Dorsey. So this whole Elon Musk Twitter thing is getting really wild.
Okay.
So somebody on Twitter asked Jack Dorsey about the Twitter board and their history of, quote, plots and coups, and how the company could be made into a Hollywood thriller one day, because I guess this board is wild. And Jack replied, which he rarely does over stuff like this, and says, it's consistently been the dysfunction of the company, talking about the board. And then he goes on to say, earlier in the thread, a capitalist by the name of Fred Destin was quoted for what he calls the Silicon Valley proverb, which is, good boards don't create good companies, but a bad board can kill a good company every time. And then Jack replied to that and said, big facts. Right? So he still sits on the board, although his term is about to expire in late May. So basically he's living on free time right now. And then because he was kicked off the board, and I think it was like early, it was like 2008 or something like that. But he still owns 2.25% of Twitter, which is the second largest next to Elon Musk. And then the Vanguard Group as an entity, so they own 10.29%. And now people are starting to wonder, because you know that Elon Musk wants to take Twitter private. He says that that's the only way to save Twitter. Jack Dorsey basically has very little to do with Twitter, and he certainly doesn't have a whole lot of power at Twitter. Jack Dorsey and Elon Musk are tight. And so now people are wondering if Elon Musk plans to buy Twitter and co-run it with Jack Dorsey. Put him back in the position of power.
Put him back in charge?
Yeah. So that's one of the sort of theories that's going around right now.
Plot twist.
Right? Plot twist.
Wow.
And that's why the board right now is freaking out. But Elon Musk was doing a TED Talk, a TED interview, and they asked him about his billions, because people are always like, well, you have too much. And then he gave insight into his lifestyle, which is he doesn't even own a house.
For sure, it would be very problematic if I was consuming billions of dollars a year in personal consumption. But that is not the case. In fact, I don't even own a home right now. I'm literally staying at friends' places. if I travel to the Bay Area, where most of Tesla engineering is, I stay in I basically rotate through friends' spare bedrooms. I don't have a yacht. I really don't take vacations.
Same.
So it's not as though there's that my personal consumption is high. I mean, the one exception is a plane, but if I don't use the plane, then I have less hours to work.
Damn.
If Elon Musk crashed on your couch, would you expect anything in return for the gesture?
Yes.
Okay, Mocha, I'll start with you. What do you think that you like? And be realistic here. It's say
Absolutely.
four nights in the spare bedroom in the house.
Elon,
4 nights.
Listen, we're gonna order in tonight.
Yeah.
Right? You got this, right?
Okay. So you were expecting like a lavish order in dinner.
Doesn't even have to be lavish.
Okay.
Just pay for a meal, bro.
Okay, pay for a meal. Shem, I'll go to you next. What would you
$100,000.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not messing around.
Okay.
Man. Come on.
Okay. Damn it, Maury. Elon Musk is on your couch for 4 days.
I just want him to live tweet the experience so we can go viral.
So Maury wants the clout. Shem wants the cash. Mocha just wants a friend, right? Just want to have a meal with a cool dude,
Sure.
right?
Now, here's my question.
Yes.
Do I need to share my Wi-Fi password with Elon Musk? Or because of all those Starlinks he's got, does he have like a direct contact to a satellite from his own devices? Or would he need, like, he sits on my couch and he's like, bro, let me get the password to your Rogers Ignite?
Yeah, I think that Elon is describing the situation he's in. I think he might even ask to borrow your iPad.
For how long? I need it.
4 days.
4 full days?
4 full days.
I can't go 4 days without my iPad. Sorry, Elon.
So you have to lend him a towel too?
Yeah, he's using your towels, right?
But no, I draw the line at the iPad.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe help me unload the dishwasher once or twice.
Sure. Even
right?
load it.
Load it. Yes.
Right?
Right. Yeah. That's all. That's all I ask, man. That's all I ask.
Wait, what would you need from Elon Musk?
I wouldn't let him stay.
You have a jet, bro.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Johnny Depp taking the stand in his own case yesterday, the defamation case that he brought against his ex-wife Amber Heard.
This is what they're showing on TV, right?
Yeah, Court TV.
Court TV.
Yeah. I watched a lot of it live yesterday, and Johnny is a slow talker. And they started this like it was. If you haven't seen sort of like what the process is like, because when you're so used to watching court on television, like Law and Order and all this stuff, the actual process is maddening for somebody who has never actually seen what this looks like. And they spent well over an hour while Johnny Depp was on the stand, just like talking about his childhood. Like
really?
Before they even got to anything that even had anything to do with the court case.
But why?
Backstory and his upbringing and his mother was violent, and then how he feels about work and how he became famous and like all of this stuff. Like they go through everything.
Really?
Yeah, and so it's it'll continue on, and then I believe that Amber Heard is supposed to testify as well. But here's a little bit of Johnny Depp from the stand yesterday.
My goal is the truth. My goal is the truth because it killed me that people that I had spoken with, that I had met with over the years, who maybe were in a not such a great position and they needed advice, and I gave them the best advice I could. All I could think of was that those people would think that I was a fraud and that I had lied to them. So I had to wait for my opportunity to address the charges, which were criminal charges, and they just weren't true.
So this all stems from a 2018 opinion piece that Amber Heard wrote in the Washington Post, where she claimed that she was a survivor of domestic abuse. She didn't mention Johnny Depp by name, but everybody sort of knew what it was. The problem in the U.S. when you're suing in a libel case, especially when you're super famous like Johnny Depp, is that you have to prove by like clear and convincing evidence that the person who said the things knowingly made false claims. So when I say knowingly made false claims, it's like if they made a false claim that they believe to be true but still false, you have no chance of winning. You have to prove that it was a determined, premeditated lie, that they knew what they were saying was untrue, and that's what they have to prove, and that's why it's so difficult. So, but because of everything that's coming out in this, like the judge may just turn around and say, both of you guys are just like, God, man, like you both are guilty of this and you're guilty of this, and it may not come out in anybody's favor. Like nobody may win this; they may just lose more,
right?
At the outcome of all.
So
of
it gets
this.
thrown out.
No, not get thrown. Like it won't get thrown out.
Who's determined the
judge? It's not a jury; it's a judge.
The winner, though.
The judge.
Yeah.
The judge. Yeah. And so Depp is suing Amber Heard for $50 million, and I guess she's countersuing him for $100 million or something like that. I don't know. Big money. But that's going on, and it'll continue to go on today.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The woman, Shamsa Al-Balushi, who was the victim in the TTC subway push, was speaking to the news yesterday.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. And she has, I think it was a broken rib and a banged up nose. But when she made it back to, I guess, her follow-up doctor's appointment, like she took the subway there, and they showed her on the news, like getting out of the subway.
wow.
And so here is Shamsa Al-Balushi.
Next thing I know, I'm flying and I'm under the track. I don't know how I got the strength, but I rolled like a roly-poly to the side in there to squish it in so the train wouldn't. And I was screaming in pain, and people are screaming at the same time, and the train appeared. I will not let this person stop me. I am an innocent person.
Oh, man.
Right? Yeah, crazy.
That's so scary.
Yeah, great determination on her, though.
That's back in court today, by
Is that what it is, Maury? Thank you very much for that.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
KISS925.com.
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.